Good morning, brothers and sisters. So we're here to celebrate our elder brother's life and memory and energy, ongoing spirit. And I thought that I would try to do my best as I've been reflecting for the last couple of weeks. And what I would like to share with you is that, when I think about Hyung, and when I think about the true children, I need to distinguish, I think, father, mother, sons, and daughters from people like me, the spouses. I'm actually a representative more of you than I am a representative of true family. I can't really stand up here and talk to you as if I really deeply knew Hyo Jin Moon. Perhaps I spent more time with him than anyone else on this planet. But I still am at a loss because he was such an amazing person. So I thought I would share with you some of my experiences as a member of this congregation, particularly here in New York. This is particularly, father and mother really loved America so much by physically coming here. There are lots of countries in this planet, and he chose this one. There are some countries, and many people would differ, would say are more important than America. The Chinese think so, and the Russians think so. But for providential reasons, we were the lucky ones. And by father and mother coming here to this land, he gave us something, parents gave us something really incredible. They gave us their children, their offspring, and they grew up learning our language. They don't speak Russian. They don't speak Korean. Many of them don't speak Korean very well. They all speak English. And that's a huge blessing, a huge opportunity. The amount of love that true children, particularly Hyo Jin Moon, gave to New York members and to the American members is enormous. And Father often said, whoever loves something the most is the owner. And I think those of us in this room, anywhere on this world, love Hyo Jin Moon the most, don't we? Yes. He loved us the most, and we loved him back the most, as much as we could. And in a way, we are the owners of Hyo Jin Moon's love. We particularly in this room. There were lots of events memorializing Hyo Jin Moon's Seonghwa. We went to Korea to participate in those, and there were events around the world. In Jin wanted to express her welcome to you and her apology for not being able to be here today, but she certainly sent me. But we talked about what it is that I might share with you. And I thought that it's important, perhaps, when I think about my relationship with Hyo Jin Moon, I think about what I received from him, I tried to receive from him, continue to try to receive from him, and what I might be able to do with that in turning to my brothers and sisters here in this room and sharing that with you. There are times when the true family comes in, the true family goes out. For 24 years, I get one of these bouquets, and many of you don't. But I need to tell you that I am so humbly more and feel a part of you. Looking at true parents and living side by side with true family, I can only share with you the continued growing awe that I have for them. And Yana and I were speaking in the room before coming down here, and I looked at her and we shared a few stories, and we both laughed, and we both just laughed because we know that she and I are more alike than, let's say, Hyo Jin Moon or In Jin Moon and Hyun Jin Moon and Kuk Jin Moon. And, a funny remark came out and saying, Hyo Jin Moon loved his brothers and sisters more than his spouse, she said to me. And I said, yes, Hyo Jin Moon often said to me, you're not good enough for In Jin. And I got to tell you, that is the God-honest truth. And if I can just make it somehow, day by day, I'm doing it, I think, as an offspring of you. I'm your son and daughter. I'm your children's brother. And I have to tell you that I am more like you than I am like them. So I thought that I would spend a few moments telling you about them. At times, when we say them, like the others, they're almost like aliens. They really are. Father, if this was a science fiction movie, and we belonged in, let's say, a cult, we were captivated by this being that came from the cosmos with perfect DNA. That's Father. Father is not human. He's superhuman. He's not even Father, and we're not even sons and daughters because we have to qualify for that. He's superhuman. Really. I mean, I know that more now at a time when more than ever. And there was a time when I even doubted it. I was confused. I was lost. It's really a great thing to be lost. It's like a fight with your spouse. The best part is making up. When you get lost, and you find your way all by yourself, and you said, I made it. Where am I? Oh, I'm back at home. I'm back with true parents. I'm back with true family. And you know what? My journey out in the wilderness has given me a greater appreciation for who they are and what they are. Father and mother are... So Father, this superhuman being, comes to this planet and transforms a woman. It takes, not a ceremony, it takes decades. And this woman is transformed into a superhuman being. How many people do you know can give birth to 7 sons and 7 daughters? It's not just the number 14, but it's 7 sons and 7 daughters. It's truly amazing. And it's kind of one of those providential numbers, isn't it? And then I wanted to share with you my experiences with what it's like to grow up with superhuman being children. It's unbelievably impossible. It's just impossible because we, as Levi mentioned, come from thousands of years of what Cain world thinks is normal. The word that comes to my mind when I thought of Hyo Jin in passing was tormented. But don't misunderstand me. So I wanted to put that in context. True children are like a pure drop of water dropped into a bucket of mud and asked to grow up without the mothership, father and mother, looking over them. Just dropped us in the bucket of water. That's us. You take a bucket of water with black ink in it, and what happens to any pure drop of water you drop into that? It becomes tainted. It becomes corrupted. It becomes part of the bucket. But I'll tell you the good news at the end. Because before you know it, and you might not even be looking sometimes because you're looking at, oh, you're checking on it and say, oh, the water's still muddy or inky, dark, polluted, tainted. That's what we are. And true children are dropped into this environment, and I've watched them grow up, and I didn't understand what I was seeing because I'm a tainted drop of water. And I did my best to be a good boy, you know, the son of one of you. And the concepts that we carry around with us in our mind that they just don't have. They just don't have. You know, you heard of the expression, rebel without a cause? Hyo Jin Hyung and his brothers and sisters are rebels to us. They're rebels with a cause, with a purpose. But we have to understand that because what I wanted to do today is try to share something with you that has become deeper for me than ever before. And with Hyo Jin Hyung leading the way to spirit world, I'm thinking, what would he want me to come and do and say? And he would say, tell them about us, Jin. Tell them about me and my brothers and sisters. Help them take care of us.